competition out there. It looks very intense. Tell me about what you're seeing out of this group and how driven everyone is.
Yeah, the competition's unreal. Yeah, I mean, that's what camp's about, and we got such a competitive group, a lot of guys that are hungry to earn more, earn a spot, more ice time, roll. So yeah, everything's on the line out there, and that's how we like it.
What do you want to show in this training camp? Despite being a returner, what do you want to show about your work this summer?
Just how competitive I am. I think I want to take a bigger spot on this team. I want to make a bigger impact, and it starts from day one. I think everyone's talked about it in the media, obviously internally we've all talked about it, but from day one, like we're 100 miles an hour full speed. There's no easing into anything, so yeah, that's what it's all about.
Only 3 days before that first game, the lines kind of have been put together a little bit quickly here. What are you seeing out of the group trying to build that chemistry with the new guys, the old guys, everyone returning?
Yeah, I think we're fortunate. Obviously, I have a lot of returning guys, and the new guys. I think everyone got down here a bit early. Everyone's been hanging out. I think that's such a big thing. Just building a rapport off the ice. So once you get out there, you can talk and build that chemistry way faster. So yeah, obviously a couple of new pieces. They're all special players and fit in extremely well. So I think that chemistry is already forming. Guys have a good sense, and yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Barrett told us how yesterday was focused on defensive systems, today about offensive, tomorrow special teams. Yeah. How does that help you guys, especially with that quick turnaround, to really just zone in on one area of the game each day?
Yeah, I think it's important. Obviously, you want to get a good base before that first preseason game, so everyone's comfortable. Obviously, it's a fast game. You don't want to be thinking. You want to try to pick that up. Obviously, with having so many returning guys, it comes a lot quicker, and we're able to help some of the new guys. But yeah, I mean, it just makes it so it's kind of fresh, and you can turn your brain off and kind of just get dialed in on the system.
Okay. First Mammoth training camp, what are your initial impressions from days 1 and 2?
Yeah, it's been great. We've had such a great group of guys here. Obviously, the practice facility is so amazing. We're lucky to be in this facility every day and calling it home. So we're excited for the new beginnings here with the Mammoth, and I'm excited to be a part of this group. It's been great so far. The pace has been great. Energy's been awesome, and I couldn't be happier to be part of this group.
Such a quick turnaround. 3 practices before the first preseason games. How are you working to establish chemistry with other players and get to know the systems in such a short period of time?
Yeah, I think as you get older and understand training camp and what it means to the start of the season, and especially coming into a new team, it's meeting with the guys, getting to know the coaching staff, getting to know the systems, the X's and O's, and getting to work right away at practice. I think we want to be a hard-working team that plays with a lot of pace, and you want to be a part of that in any way you can. But it's been great so far, understanding everything and meeting everyone.
With that level of competition, do you feel like the whole group has really taken up a step this early in training camp?
Yeah, I think everyone's come in here understanding what we want to do as a group, and that starts with day 1 in training camp. I think we've all had amazing summers, and we were all looking forward to getting together and being back with one another here at our new facility and getting the season started.
I know you knew a couple guys coming in, but are there any other guys that you started to make relationships with here on this team?
I think it's been easy. Everyone's been so good to me. It's a welcoming group. Everyone's awesome people. So for me, it's leaning on Sean a little bit. I've known him for the past couple years and training with him back in Toronto, but everyone's been amazing. Cal, Schmaltzy, I played with Johnny in Pittsburgh many years ago, so the group's been amazing, and it's been easy for me to transition.
You all know about Curfew week to week, so we'll see what's going on. I think it was a really good practice. Other than that, I think the boys had a lot of pace and like the focus, and they were resilient. That was not an easy one. There were a lot of skating, and they stayed with it, and they were strong at the end, so pretty good.
You mixed up, added some guys from Group B to Group A for today. What did you think out of the switch and their performance?
Well, we'll do that for a little while. We want to first have a look at a lot of player with our NHL group and give them that experience and that look. And it's the same thing the other way around. We want to see some guys when we put them in the other group, see how dominant they can be and if they can separate themselves in that group as well. So I think it's a mix of both.
How has Iginla performed so far through the first 2 days?
I think today he had a really good day. Obviously, we work a lot on offense, so he was pretty good. He made a lot of good plays, so he's doing a good job. I like his attention. You can see he's into it. He has urgent at trying to understand everything we're doing, and I like him so far.
How would you describe his shot, and how does it stack up against some of the NHL skaters?
That's a good question. I cannot really answer the question is where he's stacked, but he has a good shot. Honestly, his individual skills are really good. That's no question about that.
With these two guys out, Kerfoot and O'Brien, there's going to be some spots for some forwards to make the team. What do you need to see out of certain guys to put them in that spot?
Well, first we'll see. That's they're injured. They're not dead. That's we'll see. We'll see how long it is. We'll see. I don't know the extent of the time they will miss. So nothing says they will not be there to start the season. So that is A. B. I think everybody get to this point for a reason, in a sense of what kind of player you are. Iginla is this kind of player, Baudouin is this kind of player, or McCartney is this kind of player. You need to be what you are at the best level you can be. And I always say it's you want a player to bring something special to your team. Example, we talk about Kerfoot, is how he can kill penalty or how he can play defensively it's off the chart. Okay, he has a dominance. Obi has his dominance. I think that's what you want. You don't want to have a tweener. You want Kevin Stenlund is dominant of what he's bringing to the team. So that's what you want.
What do you like about Cooley, Peterka, and Gunther playing together? It looks like there's a lot of speed out there.
Yeah, so it'll be way shorter if I tell you what I don't like. I like a lot of things. I think that it's early to know exactly what we'll get out of them. We don't know yet if that will work or won't work. Obviously, we think it will work. If not, we'll have not put them together. But the speed, the skill, I think Cools and Gunner are elite defensively. I don't know JJ enough at this point to tell you how he is, how he will adapt to that. But I think Cools and Gunner are guys who can play against elite player every night the way they're playing defensively. So we need to know if JJ, what will be his level of, in terms of accountability, be responsible and stuff like that. I think he has all the tools. We're day 2, so I don't know yet. I won't know before the next week when he will have played not 1 game but 2 games. So we can teach from the first game and see how we're progressing and where we're going. We play a different style of hockey that what he played since he's in the NHL. We play a really aggressive, really with a lot of pace, and it's just different. So I am super excited about what I'm seeing right now. But if you want me to make a statement, I don't know. It would be just smoke. In reality, he's proving us right now who he is, and he has an opportunity. Starting with a blank page, and he's doing a great job so far.
Similar question about Hayton, Schmaltz, and Keller. And how has Keller adjusted from moving to playing with Cooley and Gunther to now playing with those two?
Well, he played with eights for 3-4 years, so it's more the Reavers. It's more how he adapt to play with the other two. So I think had discussion with a little bit of everybody. Kel's like to play with Schmaltzy and eights. Those guys, they see each other. They played so many minutes together in the past years. They feel each other. They understand each other. They have a really good chemistry.
Andre, every lineup going into the year has turnover, but this year it seems like in the key spots, it's guys that are coming back, and camp goes by pretty quick. So how much of an advantage is that over previous years to kind of have your core guys ready to go?
It's a good question. We're not used to that, Mac, eh? So, no, but it's fun just to go on the ice right now. Like I said, in the past we went probably 2 phases of our system per day. So which you have about 12 of those, so it takes time to establish that. Right now we're going 4 a day, so because the first group, they know how we play in the D zone, they know how we play in the neutral zone forecheck, they know what's our forecheck. We made adjustment on every phase of the system, but they are adjustment. So the guys say, oh, okay, that's what we're doing differently. The rest, we got it. So it goes way faster, and to be honest, sometimes I feel bad for the second group because they don't have all the background of the first group. Obviously, we have a lot of guys who played in Tucson with Potsy, and they have a really good base. But for the other guys, like for Iggy and Baudouin and those guys who are in the first group, it's a lot of teaching. It's a lot of learning, and they're doing a really good job. So we're happy about that. But it's easier to play as well with a guy who knows, so he can help you to grow and stuff like that. So far we're doing good, but we're playing against ourselves. So it's I don't want to get over ourselves and start making statement of who will play where and how much we like it. We like it as a day two. Great job, great pace, great intensity, great communication on the ice, so the guys figure it out. Okay, here I expect you to be here. I expect you to not be here. Whoop, here we're not going there. So it's a good building block.
Lineups also have, or rosters also have layers when it comes to experience.
Yeah,
I think I counted 8 cups maybe on the blue line. 7 or 8?
Yeah, we have 9 total. So
9? Okay.
9 total, but that I don't know.
Up front, yeah.
Well, Matzy 2, Colsey 2, Sergey 2, Schmidt 1. So that's 7.
7.
And we have Stany and Vanecek in the net. So we have 9.
So a lot. So how important is the veteran influence on? You know, Cole mentioned Iginla and Baudouin. Like, what do they do?
Let's put it that way. I will go back into time. To have Andrew Ladd and to have all those guys who had Stanley Cup when back in the day when we were starting our rebuild was huge. You know, to have we had I don't remember all the guys, but we had a bunch of guys who have won the Stanley Cup, and that was important for us because that carried credibility. How was Patrick Kane when you won the cup? How was Jonathan Toews when you won the cup? How was the room? How did you fix the problem, et cetera, et cetera? And it was carrying credibility when he was talking to a player. Say, hey, that's not the right way. That will catch up on you or on the team. That carried a lot more weight than when it's coming from always your coach. So that was huge for us. So now, fast forward 5 years later, imagine how important it is. You know, you talk about Baudouin and Iginla. What about Cooley and Gunner? What about Jack McBain? What about Sean Dursey and et cetera, et cetera? The other thing we don't talk a lot is we have a lot of players who won championship. You know, from Schmaltzy, who won the NCAA championship, from Gunner, won 2 WHL championship, few gold medals, 3 or 4 gold medals. Cooley and the Kels, who just won the World Championship with their team. And I forget we have other guys that we had a list the other day. We were going through that. We have a lot of guys who won championship, who've been part of the championship team, and that's something we're excited about. We say, hey, our guys, when you taste it once, you want to do it again. So we have that in our room. We have that taste, and we want it. So that is exciting.